PNC League has officially been launched and you can sign up right now.
The join button on Ballislife or OffTheDribble channel. Purchase the pay-per-view membership option and you're set.
Paying for YouTube basketball?
Say it ain't so, cuz.
I never paid to watch Chris Move, or Dre Baldwin, or even Flight Reacts. But now, if I want to see Zay vs. Rob, I gotta drop 20 bucks just to watch. What started off as free content is now, just like everything else, slowly getting more and more corporate. What happened to the game I love?
If 1v1 didn't clip it, then it ain't clipped right. Honestly, using Flight React as an example compared to their type of hoops, yeah, why would you pay for Flight React? Like, bro, let's be real. We're not paying for that, duh. I mean, you'd be a little crackheadish to do that, to pay to watch.
Yeah, which I don't know why he named Flight Reacts in it. If like we're not talking about Flight Reacts level basketball, they're not
Exactly.
asking you to pay
That's
for cash first flight 1v1. Like it's almost pro level basketball with all these players that are in the community now.
yeah.
And so because I seen ABC crew talk about this too, and that was kind of, I think A Melly made that point where he kind of said that,
Yeah,
and I agree with
because
it.
they reacted for sure to that. He's like, if I'm tripping, I'm tripping. Like,
Yeah, all this is just opinion at the end of the day. Like we've been saying, none of this. I mess with this video, so this is all just our opinion.
facts. And I rock with who? I rock with who to watch.
While I'm sure this is great for creators, I feel like the viewers are being left behind. This begs the question, is money ruining YouTube basketball, or am I just a broke boy?
We've already said once money gets involved with everything, it ruins everything. But
Yeah.
yeah, so I kind of agree with him on that point. Is that like it is getting a little too corporate, but the players do need to get paid at the end of the day too to be able to
They do.
still be in all these events, or else they're just gonna go overseas like they were before. And
Exactly.
then we're gonna have to find a whole new YouTube community of players. You won't see
Exactly.
Rob anymore. He's gonna be overseas. Rob, Moon,
Yep.
everybody that was just in China, they're all gonna go back, so we won't see them anymore.
And to be fair, YouTube basketball has evolved. It's not like these matchups are shot on a phone, propped up on a trash can anymore. They've got gym rentals, camera crews, commentators, editors. It's a whole production.
Another point too is they gotta pay their other guys too.
Yeah, that's who.
They gotta pay their production, putting their time and their money into this too as well.
Yeah, that team that Next Chapter hired to, I think the name is Red Eye Media, Red Eye something. Like they're fired. Ever since they took over, like the videos they make, like you've seen the increase of quality. So to be able to pay them, they have to have the whole TNC League thing.
Flying out players, renting out gyms. Because trust me, y'all, if y'all know how gyms work, some niggas ain't that nice to let you use their gym.
Yeah.
They're using college gyms, and those YouTube videos do not make back all of the food expenses. Plus, they probably cover some of the food expenses, but
Yeah,
all
you
the flights.
remember? I think we talked about this before in the past, and some guy was like in the comments saying, "Oh, you don't think they make enough money off their YouTube videos? They get millions of views."
Yeah.
You like that guy must not know anything about YouTube. If he thinks they're getting this so much money off every single video, because not every video is even hitting 1 million views either.
Yeah.
And then YouTube takes a lot of that, so they're not making more on YouTube than they are with the whole TNC League thing.
Thing is, like, yeah, they probably make enough money where they can probably pay themselves. Like, Scotty can probably pay him for maybe like 2-3 other guys. But a whole production team, let alone players and food expenses, bro, that's not. Any YouTube video is not going to cover that unless you're damn near like Mr. Beast. Or,
Yeah, exactly. Like if I'm
their-
making 10K a month off YouTube, that's enough for me to live comfortably, but not if I'm employing a whole team.
Exactly.
So like it's just easy math. Like, I don't know
Very
how
easy.
people can even argue that.
I don't know how they argue that either. It's like, obviously, we're not saying they're broke and freaking them can't live off themselves. They are. They are able to live off YouTube. That's why they're not
Yeah, it's not like they have
working.
to go work a 9 to 5 still.
Exactly. Like, but to play other guys that aren't in the best fortunate position, like a Friga, all of them, like Tay, starting up his channel, they're giving them the platform to make their own money. But in the meantime, when they call them from wherever they're from, I forget where Tay's from, or where they all originally from, it's like, all right, they have a house out here. they still got to work a little bit of a job, and now I got to call them or fly them out here myself with my money, and then they just play. But it's like if they play, they don't even have nothing to play for. They just came there to play, no money involved, no nothing. It's like they're just better off just staying home working their job. But it's like obviously it's
Yeah.
an opportunity for them to boost their own platform, make their own money to live comfortably, which I'm pretty sure that's what a few of them are doing. What Friga said, he set out a mission to change people's life with his game. Like 1v1 basketball, we're trying to really change the whole wave, like whole narrative, like getting overseas pros on there, guys. Like I said, Scar, when Scar started hooping with him, Scar got that Dinesburg, Tennessee offer, scholarship, little thing, little
Yeah.
ride. So it's just, Mike Harden getting picked up for a G League to play with the Knicks, like stuff like that branches from opportunities like this. Like they said, from the next chapter of basketball. So it's like, obviously, in the end, it's not for Scotty and them to take your money. Like they're obviously investing it back into their platform. That's why they're trying to be like, if y'all want to see more of this stuff, or if y'all want us to keep putting out more free videos for y'all, it's like, well, I'll ask you invest a little bit back in us. We can invest in y'all. It's like it's such an endless
Yeah,
opportunity. Like
literally, this whole community has created a whole new pathway to like be a professional basketball player. Like this was not a
exactly
thing years ago. That's what people don't
at
understand.
all
It's like
at all.
we still haven't even seen like how far it can go yet. It's still growing. We're literally
Exactly.
watching it in real time, like grow from nothing into this huge thing where like NBA players are talking about it, watching it too, coming to the events. Like
Facts.
it's crazy. We're not even at the top, at the peak of it yet,
We're not
and
at
it's
all.
already employing all these people.
We're not. Yeah, so I'm saying it's doing numbers. It's giving people offers, scholarships, getting them looks at overseas, getting them looked at China leagues. Because, you got Moon, Slim, and all them playing 1v1s to 100 in China, playing that for bread. So it's like you got China leagues looking at you like, oh, shoot, we can get this guy to play in our 1v1 league or other Euro places. Like, we could set something up. So it's just like it's really bridging that gap where they can get that voice that they never had before on the other way of the other route that we've been doing it, Jay. Like I said, just going to high school, maybe playing 4 years of high school, 2 years of high school, sending your film. If not, then try to be a walk-on at a JUCO, get some film there, then hope to get picked up. Versus I can already play D1 guys, high-level guys, get some other film, get put in like an OT, the OTB league or what, no, OBYL league for like
Yeah,
Tracy McGrady's league, like get picked up by other people, or you get picked up to play for some 5v5 teams today. Like, man, I like how this guy play, this energy he brings. He's a really good brains, really good hooper. Maybe he can play on my squad, my platform, and it just branches you out. Versus what we had to do the old way. You
yeah.
got to put some type of money down for something to grow. You can't just keep
Or
trying to
just
hold.
like you're gonna have to spend money on anything every day anyway. Like you're gonna have to if you want to continue to see these games that are only on TNC League or like the paper. Not we're not even just talking about TNC. We're talking about pay-per-view events in general.
Yeah.
If you want to see these big matchups and these big games, these big events, like it's gonna cost some money, like just like everything else.
Facts.
Like
It's like
these
everything
UFC
can't.
fights, these boxing fights, you have to pay to watch them. Why would it be any different? You
That's
get
what
the
I'm
free
saying.
fights and the free games that you can open and see anywhere, but there's
Mm-hmm.
always the pay-per-view events.
The
That's the
special
big event
ones.
everybody's waiting for.
So, it's just like it's a business, y'all. Like they give y'all what you want. It's like that's why I said a lot of people just complain about it so much. Like, bro, they gave y'all a bunch of free videos. At times they just want to pay. Not saying it's not like anybody's forcing y'all to pay anyway. Like you don't have to.
Yeah, it's not like you have to. Like we're
Like
not
these are
rich either. Trust us. We wish we didn't have
trust.
to pay to see the game, but if you want to, you got to.
You have to
If
trust
I
me.
if I want to go to the movies right now, I'm gonna have to pay for a ticket. I can't just walk in.
Facts. You gotta pay for your subscriptions, as Marcellus said. But like I say, have to always talk about it because y'all try to seem like, oh, Scotty just a money hungry person. I'm like, when y'all build a business or get a team, you got to understand, like, yes, money is not the end all be all over here. Me and Jay are not saying that at all. I think y'all take these arguments as like we're saying, like, yeah, it's just all about money. Like me and Jay, we don't like that side of things. We already said that with hoops, but we know certain things need to be invested. They need to be able to pay this. So it's like,
Yeah,
because their
it's
production
just
level they be
you can't even
on,
argue. Like things cost money.
they
we
do.
don't we like we wish everything was free too, but it's not.
It's not, bro. And like these big games they put on, you gotta understand it's a production teams. They gotta feed their family. You don't even know this production team has like a whole wife with 6 kids. It's like, dang, gang. Like I love
Yeah,
filmmaking, they're not saying they don't love what they do, but it's like, shoot, I can't just keep traveling with you and not making a single dime, then coming back home and everybody's starving. It's like, y'all don't understand reality. It's like, y'all niggas grew up in households with maybe a single parent or two parents, and y'all seen them go to work and stuff. If they stop working, where would y'all be? Homeless. Like, y'all, like,
Yeah.
let's just be real. That's not just like, I don't know why you act like it's just such a crime, but like at the end of the day, well, I will stand with Scotty because Scotty's real cool with us. We're cool with the whole community. I will stand with them. We understand the business side in this thing. Like, bro, everything can't be free. But at the same time, it's like if it was, most of these people wouldn't be able to really do what they do. You will still see Tay probably, like I'm using Tay as an example, Rob or a few others. Like, yeah, they'll be overseas, or some of them after they get off overseas, back to 9 to 5 job, and then they might be stuck at a job where they can't even be free to ever hoop. So
Yeah,
it's
they
like
can't
they're
even.
trying
They won't even be able
to.
to come to the event because they're at work.
Exactly. So they're trying to bridge that gap where they can be able to get paid what they played. Like we said, what Off the Dribble said since the beginning, like he's just trying to really care about the players. Like they put their bodies on the line. Yeah, I'm flying like NBA players flying to this place, and now I'm in Dallas the next day. Now I gotta get in California the next day. It's like, dang, to go play. And it's like, imagine doing all that, going to 3-4 states and made $0. And you still got rent due. Like, bro, at that point, you are
Yeah.
wasting your time. That's all. I'm just like, I don't know, man. People act like they're just slow to the fact on that, but I'm gonna let who prospects talk it out. The rest of it, but y'all get the point.
What made this space feel special in the first place was that it felt relatable. I saw guys like Moon and Nesco and thought, man, this dude's just like one of my friends. It was grassroots, it was gritty, and most importantly, it was free. But now they're trying to market the next chapter as the UFC of hoops?
Stop the cap.
This is not the octagon. No one's breaking ribs or cutting weight for these matchups.
When I saw that saying cutting weight for these matchups, I was like, low-key, some are though, because some people are out of
Yeah, I was
shape.
about to say Nas and Scoop definitely are. When they have a pay-per-view matchup, they be taking it serious. They don't
They
be
do.
eating any cookies, fast food, meat. They be on like super diets.
Yeah, like
So
Nas is
I can honestly disagree on that point.
the mentals, their
Yeah.
body is just like some of them are leaving their family. I mean,
Yeah,
guaranteed.
I
Some,
want to speak on that too, the mental part. Because
yeah,
something I hate, I love the community, but this is always something I always hated. If a player
yeah,
loses 30 to 29, they're not trash. They did not
facts.
get cooked if they lost 30 to 29. They're not trash. They're not the worst player in the community now. Well, every time somebody loses, like the people in the comments just be on their
Bro,
head so like heavy. They be acting like they're the worst player they ever seen now just because they lost by 1 point.
yeah,
I think we need to stop doing that.
that
Like
is pretty
obviously,
dumb. Now,
if you were rooting for the other person, you control and do what you want. But just saying they're trash now because they lost one game by 1 point, that's what I hate.
yeah, yeah. By 1 point, it's crazy. Now they lose. It's like 30 to
Yeah, if
3.
they lose by 20, you can say whatever you want. I can't defend it.
I
If they
can't
lose by
even say
20, I
nothing.
can't say anything. But I'm only talking about that specific thing. If they lose by one
Nah,
bucket, it was just tied, and it could have went either way. Then you can't use that game to be like, "Oh, he beat him. He's trash."
facts. You can't say that at all. But like, if he did like how Nas did the Frigga, damn, like,
Yeah, we
like
couldn't defend that.
39. I'm like,
We just had to get on here and be
like
sad about it.
facts. Like I just like, frick. We was hurt, Jay. I ain't gonna lie, I was.
Yeah, we felt bad for Free after that game. We couldn't even defend it.
I just say, yeah. I mean, this nigga did lose by like damn near all the points. I'm like, damn. That was one of them like fight back, swing, bob and weave.
Yeah, that was bad.
He was just eating all the uppercuts, like, bro, bob and weave, put your hands up. Or like Rocky, from OGs out there, throw the damn down. Like, bro, he's dying out there. I was like, a lot. If they get beat down, hey, bro. I was like, yeah, hey, you could say it, cause shoot, if you had no answer, like offensively, you was getting stopped, and then defensively, they just like scoring on you. It was too easy. You just might not be better than him, bro. Like that nigga might have to actually be better than you. I can't lie. I can't say much.
Yeah.
He owns you.
The bottom line is, I don't really like where YouTube basketball is headed. I don't really care if it's only $20. I don't pay for YouTube. But hey, maybe I'm just being salty. So you tell me, is money ruining YouTube basketball, or is this just the next step in the game evolving?
Shout out who prospects, but yeah, okay.
Yeah, like we
So
said, we've already said our opinions. I think it's just part of the game evolving. Like
it it is
everything eventually
definitely
is going to get to this point if it's successful. If it wasn't successful, then you wouldn't be able to do this. But the fact that people are buying it, are willing to buy it and support it, and like they know what they're getting with these pay-per-view events. So the fact that people are already
fact.
buying it, it just proves that it works. So there's no
It
stopping it
does.
now.
Ballislife commented 4 days ago. The rest of the comments are 2 weeks ago when the video came out, so they just recently commented. They said, "Thanks for your essay." No, I'm just playing. The kids, they can't read past 5 sentences. Like, oh my goodness, like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, the
Thanks for your feedback.
TikTok brains.
Man, thanks for your feedback and trust. This takes is that it's taken into account. One thing missing from your video is that we are not putting all of our content behind a paywall. Said, but only the big matchups. As much as people think large sponsorships and making money on YouTube ads is easy and plentiful, it is not. As you said in the beginning, the amount of money and production of the videos has increased, but unfortunately, the CPMS and sold inventory on YouTube has gone down. Couple this with many people using ad blockers and YouTube putting more focus on podcast style, stream style shows, and it's not the greatest business incentive for us or the athlete. Yeah, that's true. That's true. They are putting more
Yeah,
focus on the podcast styles, like streaming style, because that's what's on there. And a lot of people's live channels make stupid bread just from them throwing up a stream highlight on there, like a whole hour or something, and that
yeah,
stuff's monetized like crazy. And he's right too about ad block. A lot of us use that who don't have premium, YouTube premium, and then people who pay for YouTube premium. So it's like not everybody's even watching the ads or anything. So it's like they're not really even getting no ad revenue at all, especially with basketball, because most people like Marcel, as you see him, like, let me skip to the action. Like I just want to watch the hoops. So it's just like,
yeah. First,
yeah, it's tough. Yeah, I can agree. I can agree. But to continue furthermore, there's a lot more detail behind everything than what many see on the surface. But no, we will be releasing our pay-per-view matchups post-event for free on YouTube. Oh, okay, so post-event. They've done that before with like Ballislife East
okay,
Coast versus
yeah,
West
that's good.
Coast and all that. I remember that they did. They would like put it there. Remember when caffeine TV was a thing? I realized like that was
Yeah,
on
the
my phone
caffeine
still.
days.
And now the caffeine lives are gone. Like the whole app is just done. It's disabled. I figured it wasn't gonna last long.
Yeah,
They had
the
too
whole
many
app
problems.
went bankrupt.
Yeah, that whole app had too many problems. They said we do want the live to be exclusive to paid members. We will wish to have that experience last for them as it helps us produce the next large scale event. While there will always be learning experiences for us, Nesco versus Ty and the final game being delayed a bit, just understand we will work to improve these things. By the way, comparing us to NBA League Pass is a bad example because the League Pass is just extra revenue for a multi-billion-dollar company versus a small company like us that cannot compete with the likes of NBA pricing on anything. That's fair. That is a
Yeah,
bad
that's true.
comparison. That's I give them that. There are no $30 million a year contracts coming from us anytime soon. That's fact though. I mean, yeah, true. That is
Yeah, the
fact.
NBA doesn't really care about how much they make off NBA League Pass when they're already the NBA.
Facts.
Versus Balls Live, who needs that money to fund this whole event. Like that makes sense.
Yeah. So they said thanks again for this feedback, and we'll hope you continue to watch our free and hopefully someday our paid content. But he said he never paid, so as he said. But they have a free content. I'm gonna read some of these other comments because I did like. I guess one of the
Yeah, we
first
could read
comments
some
that
of those.
he said the problem is everyone's going to start doing it before you know it. People are going to be spending $120 to watch games across multiple platforms. Okay, there's 5 replies under here. They said good thing I only support TNC pay-per-view. They said once it gets oversaturated, it will simply fade away again. Smart people, no matter how rich, won't buy crappy pay-per-views for even $1. They said exactly. I love the 1v1 community as players, but I'm not paying $20 watching 1v1 basketball games, respectfully. And then one person said, if you don't care enough to spend $20, you must not care to see the games that much, which is fair, but at the same time, complain that it costs. So there's a certain degree of care. I assume you've thrown away $20 on worse things. I love the
To
comment.
that original comment, can you read it again?
The original comment said the problem is everyone's gonna start doing it, and before you know it, people are gonna be spending
Okay, yeah,
$120 to
I was
watch.
gonna say my response to that is that well, not everybody can do it. Like these new pages and new events that are like starting right now, they don't have like a Nas, Rob, and these other players yet.
Facts.
That would make us want to buy the pay-per-view matchup. So it's not like we're going to see 10 pay-per-view events in the next 10 months from all these different companies. It's for now. It's
Man,
mainly just going to be TNC, Ballislife, OffTheDribble. So I
that's
don't
it.
see
Them
that
niggas
being a
ain't
problem.
afford. Next comment by Jaden Fuller said, "Can't play players or have any startup company / league without selling a paid product. These players have families and jobs and aren't YouTubers. They can't step away from with that without reasonable compensation. If my $10 helps do it, contributes to a bigger league, and provides the product I want, that's more than worth it, in my opinion." He was, like I said, of course, who prospects on a hard to comment? He's trying to know, like you said, let me know if I'm tripping. And he's right. What we just said earlier, like some of them have regular
Yeah,
jobs. Not all of them are content creators. That's why I said, like, they don't even have channels. Some of them just started a channel. Like, they
yeah.
just been
That's why
hooping
I
for
applaud B. Ellis for telling all these players. Like he be telling them, like, start a YouTube channel today. Like you need to start
facts.
now. Start building up your
Facts.
audience. So if something does happen, you have that YouTube revenue you can rely on.
Of your own to live off yourself. So that's what I'm saying. But I do agree if the $10 help, and people said that's why. And people's reply to Jaden said that's why sponsors exist to monetize the visibility, right? Question mark. And then somebody said you're missing the point. And bro, you talking like the NBA players? They obviously wasn't good enough, so they didn't make it. So what they need to do is get a real job. Period. They say YouTube has been free. Like, stop trying to look like the victim saying, gotta feed their family, bro. You got a job because you sucked, period. What? Like, what
Yeah,
the
that's
frick
just
is
the weirdos. There's some of those weirdos in the community that think like that.
like, you're just dumb. Like, oh, you're just trying to say that because you didn't make it. I'm like, gang, it don't matter if you make it or not. You understand how hard it is to get in the league because it's politics or hard to get pick up. So that's why people have to still get a job. Or in the meantime of playing college ball, everyone doesn't have that scholarship money. So they got to go to a JUCO and still work.
Yeah, the
And
players like Nas who didn't get, I think he said like he didn't get minutes at his first college he was at, and now he's in the Big Three playing against NBA players. So just because somebody didn't make it doesn't mean they're trash, and that's why they're on YouTube.
yeah, they don't understand the
I don't know
politics
how
of
people
basketball.
think like that.
I don't know how they think like that either, because basketball is politics. And I guess another reply, I guess, is to the main comment because he didn't reply to Jaime. He said, "So the people that watch them don't gotta don't gotta feed their families. Why should we spend our heart?" Oh my goodness, this guy. Yeah. So
You pay
Tay
for
Tay,
everything else. That's why you pay to go to the movies, you pay for Netflix, you pay for all this. Everything just costs money. That's just how it is.
bro. Tripping. That man Trap replied to Tay Tay, "This is not what this is about. It's about they're trying to monopolize YouTube basketball, but you don't see that." And then Eggy replying to Jaime, "Yeah, except that's probably what they said about the NBA when it first came out." So then somebody said, "Get a job then." Then somebody replied to Jaime, "Horrible take," which it was a horrible take. It was like the stupidest thing he said. Like, and they said, "You don't have to," question mark to Tay Tay. Like, yeah, bro, you don't have to spend your hard-earned money. That's why I said, I don't know
Yeah,
why people
nobody's
keep
saying
saying,
you
like,
have to. If
why
you don't
do I
want to
have to?
support it,
It's
you
like,
don't have to.
that's what I'm saying.
But
And then
trying to get
somebody
other
said,
people to not support it, that's like this is a hater mentality.
facts. We got DJ Boo Jub replying to Jaime saying, "I agree. It might sound harsh, but get a job if that's the case. The economy is crap. For a lot of people, I believe they should try to get sponsorship to help pay what production or YouTube money. Merch could also help and support the brand. Charging more than NBA League Pass is crazy work." They said B. Ellis has said they need to go back to the Hunger days because the games were more exciting and entertaining. Nowadays, they just want the highest payout, give us mediocre performances. I don't think B. Ellis was saying it to that point because this person tying in saying they agree with Jaime. Jaime, they should get sponsorships. Do they just know how all this stuff works? It's like you can't just go out there and get a sponsorship every time. Like, it's not going to work like that.
Yeah.
Some things just don't be like, bro. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, a
And
lot of
then one
people in
person,
comments just don't know how business works at all. That's what it comes
they
down
don't.
to.
They don't. I love the replies back though. The last one to Tay Tay said, "Why the hell would you spend the money you used to feed your family in the first place? Don't pay for the pay-per-view, and it's literally that easy." Facts. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
I
all
was
we're
like, I have
saying.
a family too. Okay, then don't spend your money. Like, if you don't have it, then you don't have it.
Yeah, just watch the free content. That's all you gotta do. You don't gotta hate.
That's it. Dude said, Kari said, I understand both sides, but over time things always become more corporate. It's destiny. And whatever avenue that may be when you go bigger, people hated cable and streaming services were the next big thing. Now cable, and now it's cable all over again. It's going to get to a point where we have to pay multiple platforms just to watch guys like Balls like TNC and Off the Dribble. Well, yeah, probably just those three platforms. Like, I know they keep thinking it's like going to be everybody else. Like, you got to understand
Yeah.
there's only so much you can do, and some people's production teams are better than the next, so you're not gonna be able to probably afford their production team to do so. No disrespect, but
Yeah, it's just
come on.
facts. Like I'm not even gonna name any names because I support everybody. I want everybody to be successful as they can. But like one of these smaller events that tries to put on a pay-per-view, they're not gonna be able to do what TNC and Balls Life does. Like, and people probably won't buy if they try to do a pay-per-view too early to where they don't have that audience yet.
Mm. I do like these last two. That's facts what you said, Jay. This one said by Jay. He said it's so simple. If TNC has no pay-per-view income, how are they paying the players? Question mark. How are they paying their staff and themselves? What we said. Will players like Rob, Nas, BJ, Lat, and Lamar stick around, or will they have to just go back overseas where they make more money? It's pretty simple. Guys were willing to stick through it in the early stages because they knew the vision that Scotty had was going to get them paid, and it's paying off. Less money equals worse players. Simple as that. And yeah, because like you
Yeah,
said,
that's pretty
Jay,
much the
what we
best
said,
way to say
go
it. You
back.
said it perfect.
Yeah, like less money equals worse players. They're gonna have to go back
Yeah, like I said, they would
overseas.
have to
Like,
go find a new Rob, Nas, Lamar, like
it's
Moon.
tough.
They would have to go find a whole new roster, pretty much, if they can't pay the players.
Yeah, it'll be over with. It will be over with. Was there another video you wanted me to check out? Because who
Yeah, this
prospects?
would be